Okay. Now, first of all, are you all clear with the concepts explained in the video lecture? Those who have watched it yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Those who have watched it yesterday, are you all clear with it? See, it's totally, you have seen the study material. Have you all seen the pamphlet of employees benefit? How many pages theory is there? Check it up. How many pages?
Sir, I need to
20 pages.
20 pages theory. Now,
Yes.
you people are very unlucky that it is online exam. Had it been offline exams, then what is the optional chapter? Earning per share. Who will prepare for employees benefit when in option you get 15 marks question of earning per share? Imagine it.
No. Employee benefit, no.
Right? But now you don't have that option. Now you don't have that option because it is online MCQ based exams. They will ask questions from each and every corner of your study material. And that is why this theory, Pakao theory, boring theory, all of you start your videos. Come on, start your videos, everyone. Why the videos are off?
सर पीएनजी पे पैम्पलेट इश्यू नहीं हुआ एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट का.
Talk to your supervisor, talk to Kamal sir, they must issue it as early as possible. The pamphlets
Okay.
have already.
जीत
Okay. Talk to the supervisor.
दरवाजा बंद कर.
Yes, Dhruv.
दरवाजा बंद करके जाओ.
कौन सा दरवाजा बंद कर दो, Dhruv?
अरे मैं सर अपने यंगर ब्रदर को बोल रहा था.
Okay, okay. Yes, Arpit, you have raised your hand. Arpit. Any queries?
No.
Okay. Now see, very first of all, I know and I knew that you people are so dumb and dumb that even in spite of messaging you people, you won't watch the video lecture. I knew that already in advance. So 20 odd people have already watched it, 22 people, right? Arpita?
Yes, sir.
I will record it at my end, don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Whenever required, I'll record it, right? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so basically this chapter is total theory. Do watch my lectures. I have explained it in very simple language. Did you try to read the study material, what is given to you? Total bouncer. Even chartered accountants, those who have studied CA course, they find it this chapter very, very difficult. And I have given you the chart form, diagram form. I have made the things very, very simple for you. So whatever notes you want in the lecture, you write it down. That notes only will help you to answer all the questions. Keep it in mind. It is explained in very, very simple language. Let us have a brief revision of that first, because without that, you will not be able to answer the questions which we discussed today. Okay? Let us discuss in brief whatever is covered in yesterday's video lecture. So first of all, okay, all those who have watched the lecture can very well participate in it. Which are the two types of contracts? Tell me. Which are the two types
Contract
of contracts?
of service and contract for service.
Now, how will you remember what is off and what is for? What is the shortcut I gave you for that?
Off
Off
means
is our
offers our
Off means our force.
for
Our
from
force.
outside resources.
From outside.
from outside
resources.
From outside resources. Okay. Now, will not take much time, just around 10 minutes to briefly revise that 55 minutes lecture what we have studied yesterday, so that others are also able to understand the questions today. Now, out of these two categories, contract of service and contract for service, which one is an employee?
of service.
Of service.
Okay, wherever there is a contract of service is only our employee. Wherever there is contract for service is not our employee. Which example I gave you to explain that?
CA.
Yes, chartered accountant. If he is our manager, then that comes in the fold of contract of service. And if he is an auditor, it comes in the contract for service.
Service.
Now, who is our employee? Manager is our employee or auditor is our employee?
Manager.
Manager.
Manager is our employee. So keep this in mind. This can come in MCQs. Which type of contract results in employer-employee relationship?
Of service. Contract of service.
Contract of service results in employer-employee relationship. Okay. Now, if we talk about employees' benefits, then what do you mean by employees' benefits? Who is this? What do you mean by
Monetary
employees'
and
benefits?
non-monetary.
Yes, employees benefits means what? All the salaries, wages, remuneration, etc. Okay. Employees benefits means whatever you give to the employees, monetary or non-monetary. Monetary are also called
Allowances.
allowances. Okay. Monetary are also called allowances. Non-monetary are also called,
Facilities and purchases.
yes, monetary and non-monetary. Monetary are allowances which are given in cash, in money, and non-monetary are perquisites and facilities. So what is house rent allowance? What is house rent allowance? Which type of benefit?
Non-monetary.
Monetary.
Monetary. Allowance means monetary. Allowance means monetary. And what is house accommodation?
Facility, non-monetary.
Non-monetary. Okay. And it may be given to whom? This benefits may be given to whom?
Employee.
Employees.
Either directly to an employee or
Spouse or children.
spouse or
House children or
children
dependents.
or any
Or
other
other
dependent.
Dependents.
Father, mother, brother, grandfather, grandmother, any other dependents. Okay. So what is this chapter? Employees benefits. Employees benefits means all the monetary and non-monetary considerations. You remember in the video lecture? Consideration, something in return. So if you are asked in exam in MCQ, will employees benefit include only monetary benefits? No, it will include monetary as well as non-monetary. They can ask you in MCQ that a company is providing a facility to the child of employee. Will it be included in employees benefits? Company is providing the benefit, education benefits, schooling benefits, schooling and education to the child of the employee. Will it be included in employees benefits?
Yes.
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 That benefit will be given. This all can come in MCQ. It's theory based totally. Okay. So what is employees benefit? It may be given to employee himself or his spouse or his children or any other dependents. Is everyone clear with that?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, which are the 4 types of employees benefits?
Short-term employees benefits, post-employment or retirement benefits,
Short-term employees benefits, post-employment,
post-employment or retirement benefits,
retirement benefits, post-employment or retirement benefits,
other long
Other long-term employees.
Long-term benefits.
long-term benefits and
termination benefits.
termination benefits. What do you mean by short-term?
Salaries, wages,
Payable
bonus,
Payable within 12
Payable
months.
within 12
which are
months.
payable within 12 months.
And long-term?
Payable after
Payable
12
Payable
after
after 12 months.
But this 12 months you will count from which date?
from the end of current period.
End
From
of
the end
current
of
year.
current year.
Current year.
Accounting.
Okay, right now what is the date today?
7th April.
7 April.
Year.
21.
2020.
So what is the current financial year going on?
21,
21, 22.
And 22.
What will,
21, 22.
what will be the ending of 21-22?
31st March
31st
22.
March
2022.
Now 31st March 22 plus 12 months.
31st March
31st March 23.
So whatever benefit is payable to the employee by 31st March 2023 will be included in short-term benefits. So this 12 months you have to count from which day? This 12 months you have to count from which day?
Ending of from the end of current period.
From the end of current year, okay? And whatever is payable after 31st March 2023 will come in which benefits? Long-term
benefits.
benefits. Are you all clear with this? Post-employment and retirement means after retirement, gratuity, pension, provident fund, these all are post-employment benefits. And termination means when you remove any employee, dismiss any employee, or if he leaves your organization, that is called termination. So voluntary retirement scheme, retrenchment compensation comes under which benefits? Termination benefits. Are you all clear with this?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
Now accounting. How will you do the accounting for, we have studied only the first topic, that is short-term employees benefits. How will you do the accounting for short-term employees benefits?
Accrual basis.
Accrual
basis.
Accrual basis. Accrual basis means? Accrual basis means?
Expense
Expense should be
वो recognize होंगे
as
जब
and when the
actual
employees render
Yes.
the services.
Whatever services he has rendered in the current year up till 31st March 22 will be recorded in the current year, even if that benefit is payable in the year 22-23. Now a question will arise, how is it possible that an employee renders the service in the current year 21-22, but we pay him the money 22-23? How is it possible?
Bonus.
Bonus, because bonus will be given only after the year is over and profit is calculated. 21-22's profit you will come to know only after the year is over. So that bonus you will pay him in which year? 22-23. Also I told you in bonus there is one condition. Generally companies give bonus to employees only when they satisfy which condition? Loyalty condition. Loyalty condition means they have to work with the company for a certain number of years. See, we as human organization also give bonus to our staff people. But what is our condition? 3 years of work. What is our condition?
3 years of work.
3 years of work. Every Diwali we give bonus, but we give bonus in on Diwali only to those employees who have been working with us for continuously past how many years? 3 years. Okay, because we don't want to give bonus to any person who comes for 1 month and then leaves our organization. So loyalty is expected. These are the conditions which the companies keep. If you work with the company for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, after that company decides that now this is a loyal employee, we will start giving bonus to him. So maybe that bonus will become payable in the next year because this 5 years term period will get over in the next year only. Now it is a short-term employee benefit because it will become payable in the next year. But we have to debit it as an expense in the current year on the basis of an estimation. On the basis of an estimation, how many employees will continue in the next year and will become entitled to get that bonus? Can you give me any another example? How does an employee give the services in the current year, but we will pay him the amount in the next year? Can you give me any other example?
सर करंट ईयर में सर्विस आधी पेंडिंग और नेक्स्ट ईयर में आधी हो तो
Okay, that is only generally possible for the month of March, what you are saying. Because every
Yes.
month's salary you pay on the 7th date or 5th date of next month. But I am talking about specific benefit which belongs to 21-22. But you pay it in the year 22-23, December, January, February, March, very late in the next year. When is that possible? Practical examples also are covered. Yes.
Non-monetary benefits.
Which
medical,
one?
non-monetary benefits. Non-medical care and all. Allowance or
Okay, medical care and all. If he is working for current year, you may give him in the next year. Any another example? Prominent example in our questions.
Leave salary. Leave salary.
Sorry, the voice is not audible. Yes. Yes.
Leave salary. Leave salary.
Yes. Leave salary. Prominent examples we have taken of leave salary. What are the heavy words used for leave salary in your syllabus?
Short-term
Short-term compensated absence.
Yes, compensated absences. Short-term compensated absences. Okay, what is the different type of short-term compensated expenses? Let us discuss that first. Which are the different types of short-term compensated absences?
Accumulating, non-accumulating.
Short-term compensated absences. In simple language, what do you mean by short-term compensated absences? Leave salary. Okay. What do you mean by accumulating? What do you mean by accumulating?
vesting, that means encashable.
No. Accumulating means what? Vesting is a
Which
type
can
of
avail
accumulating.
in the future. Which can avail in future.
Yes. So if in this year you are allowed 30 days leave, you take how many days leave you don't take? you are allowed 30 days leave. You utilize 20 days leave. How many days leave you don't take? How many days leave you are not
10
taking?
days.
10 days.
10 days.
If it is accumulating, this 10 days will get carried forward to next year. Means in the next year you can take 30 plus 10. How many days leave?
40.
40.
40.
40
If it
days.
is non-accumulative, take it or leave it. Forget it.
Okay.
If it is non-accumulating, the next year also you can take only 30 days leave. You cannot take 40 days leave. Did you understand it? Now regarding the accounting, what will you do for this non-accumulating?
No separate provision.
No separate provision.
If it is realized, what will provision is required for that? No accounting is to be done because either you take it or you leave it. So if you leave it, no accounting is required. Did you all understand this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What about accumulating? Which
sir.
are the two types of accumulating leaves?
Vesting and non-vesting.
Vesting, non-vesting.
What do you mean by vesting?
Encashable.
Encashable.
Yes, means if you don't take the leave, you can take
Money.
money, cash against that. Now, what component of salary can be encashed? All the component. If your salary is 50,000 per month, you can take entire 50,000 as the leave based on the number of days.
No.
Encashable.
Basic and allowance.
Only allowances, perquisites cannot be encashed. So if your 50,000 salary, 30,000 basic plus dearness allowance plus medical facility plus car facility, then medical facility and car facility is non-monetary. That you cannot withdraw in cash, which is encashable only basic plus dearness allowance. So only that component of your salary. Are you all able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Only that component
Yes,
of
sir.
salary, basic plus DA, can be encashed. So only that much means how will you do the measurement of it is very important. How will you measure this? What amount will you record it as an expense in the current year? Only the portion of salary which is encashable. Only the portion of salary which is encashable will be debited to P&L account in the current year. What do you mean by non-vesting?
Not encashable.
Yes, not encashable. Means you cannot take money for that. You have to utilize that leave only. So if 10 days leave is carried forward to next year, you can take 40 days leave. If you take only 25 days leave, then 15 days leave will further get carried forward to next year based on the conditions of company. But in future, you have to utilize that leave. You cannot take it in cash. Okay. Now, if employee is expected to use that leave salary in the next year, then how do we record this as an expense in the current year? How do we record this as an expense in the current year? On what basis?
Estimated salary. Total
Yes, you have
estimated
to
salary.
estimate. Estimated basis. Because whatever is expected to get as salary in the next year, this will include allowances also and perquisites also now. Do you understand this? Vesting will include only cash part, but non-vesting will include cash also and non-monetary also. So if you are expected to get salary of 60,000 in the next year, then we will calculate the expense of current year on the basis of estimate of that 60,000. So if you have not taken 10 days leave, we'll find out on the basis of 60,000 what is 10 days amount, and that amount will be debited to P&L account in the current year. Are you all clear with this? Okay. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
University paper set questions. Let us take up with university paper set questions based on this. Look at question 28. Question number 28.
अहमदाबाद भेजते हैं, पता है ये जो मम्मी का करवाया ना वो अहमदाबाद जाता है.
Further, question 28. Nizampura Simran. Read the question 28. Simran, read the question number 28.
A profit sharing planning required as an enterprise to pay the satisfied promotion specified proportion of its net profit for the year employees who serves throughout the year. If
Conditions, see, I told you, when do you give bonus to any employee? Only when you meet certain conditions. Here, what condition does he meet? He serves throughout the year, then only you give him bonus. If the employee leaves in between the year, you will not give him bonus. Okay, what is the condition? You will give the bonus to the employee only if he serves you throughout the year. Are you able to understand this? Yes. Further? Simran?
If
Simran?
no employees leave during the year, the total profit sharing payment for the year will be 5% of net profit.
If no employee leaves, then it is expected that 5% of our profits will have to give bonus to all the employees. Further? Further?
The company estimate that some of the staff member may leave during the year, and those the profit sharing payment will reduce to 3%.
Now the company is expecting that some employees will leave during the year. To them, they will not have to pay the bonus. Okay, they will not have to pay the bonus to the employees who leave during the year. So the payment instead of 5% will go down to
3%.
yes. Further,
If the net profit of the enterprise is rupees 50 crores, calculate the amount to be recognized as the liability and expense.
was this type of question covered in yesterday's lecture or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You remember that 20 crores 4% we have done yesterday? 80 lakhs answer. Similarly, here what will be the amount you will debit as an expense and create a liability? What amount will you debit as an expense and create a liability in this question?
1.5
crore.
1 crore 50 lakhs.
50 lakhs.
Means 50 crores 3%. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
This bonus will become payable in the next year. This bonus will become payable in the
Next year.
next year. But as per accrual concept, which concept as per? Accrual concept. Since the employees have rendered the services in the current year, we have to record it as an expense in the current year. Since it is payable in the next year, we also have to create a provision and show it as a liability in our balance sheet because it becomes payable in which year? Next year. Okay, next year why it becomes payable? Because you give the bonus only if they serve throughout the year. It becomes payable in the next year because you give the bonus only if they serve you throughout the year. Is everyone clear with this? So what answer we will write down? As per AS, which is the accounting standard?
15.
Yes, as per AS 15, amount of profit sharing to be recognized as an expense and liability. Amount of profit sharing to be recognized as an expense and liability is equal to 50 crores into 3%, that is 1 crore 50 lakhs.
Yes, sir.
Did you all understand this question? So they can be asked use 50 crores, 2 crore 50 lakhs. They'll give you 50 crores, 3% also, 1 crore 50 lakhs. They'll give you one random figure, or they may give you both of. So this look at 20. Lavina, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Question 21.
सर आप बहुत लैग हो रहे हो.
क्या हो गया?
सर आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपकी.
What happened?
Your voice is breaking.
Am I
Voice
audible?
is breaking, sir.
Now audible.
Okay. Lavina, read the question. Lavina, read the question.
Hello, sir.
Lavina, your voice is not audible, beta.
ABC.
Yes, unmute and read again.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
ABC Limited has 1,000 employees. Each employee is entitled to 10 days casual leave. Each year, unused casual leave lapses at the end of the fiscal year. So there's the accounting treatment for the same.
Now, all of you tell me, what do you mean by the word lapses?
Carry forward नहीं होगा.
Non-accumulated.
What do you mean by the word lapses? It is
Non-accumulated.
non-accumulating. You cannot accumulate it for the next year. Okay. Suggest the accounting treatment. What did we discuss if the leave salary is non-accumulating? You cannot carry forward to next year then?
Take a leave.
No accounting treatment.
No separate provision is required. What did we study just now? You cannot carry forward, so either take it or leave it. Leave it means forget it. So if you don't use the leave, you don't have to record it as an expense in the current year because the leave is not utilized. Did you understand this? So what accounting treatment we will suggest? Write down as per AS 15. As per AS 15. As per AS 15, it is non-accumulating type of, short-term compensated absences. Short-term compensated absences. Accordingly, in capital letters, no provision is required separately for the same. It will be included. It will be automatically included in the total payments. In the total payments debited to expense in current year. Is everyone clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All of you are clear with this? Who all are writing it still? Raise your hand. All have written that? All have completed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Deepa is writing it still. Once you finish it, lower your hand. Okay. Now look at question number 25C. All of you take out question number 25C. Deepa, read the question 25C. Deepa,
Yes, sir.
read the question 25C.
OP Limited has 1,000 employees. Each employee is entitled to 30 days earned leave each year. Under the scheme, each employee is entitled to accumulate leave. The enterprise allows encashment of accumulated leave when the employee leaves the enterprise. Under the scheme, cash payment is limited to 300 days of accumulated earned leave. How would you deal with the situation as per Accounting Standard 15?
Just 1 minute, this just got hanged. Just 1 minute, give me 1 minute. Okay, now all of you tell me, first of all, what do you mean by accumulate leave? What type of leave is that?
Can be carried forward
Carry
to
forward.
next year.
Yes. And what do you mean by this encashment?
Vesting.
Vesting, vesting.
Vesting type of accumulated leave. Okay. Now, what do they say? Cash payment is limited to?
300 days.
Means whenever the employee leaves, you all have studied this type of leave salary examples in income tax in the last year. So, okay, leave salary in income tax you must have studied in the last year. Whenever the employee leaves the organization, if his leave accumulated is 320 days, then we will give him the leave of only 300 days. Cash portion we will give only for 300 days. And if accumulated leave is 250 days, we will give all 250 days. Means we will not give him cash for leave more than 300 days at any point of time. Did you all understand this portion? Now, what did we discuss over here? What did we discuss over here just now? What did we discuss? Estimated basis? No, sorry, it is encashable. Vesting salary, sorry. Vesting means whatever is the portion of salary encashable will only be taken into consideration. So accordingly, we will write our answer over here. Write down as per AS 15. Whatever proportion of salary is encashable will be debited as an expense in the current year based on unutilized leave of current year. Based on unutilized leave of current year. All 300 days we will not debit in the current year. He is entitled to how many days leave in the current year? We are talking about short-term compensated absences, not long-term. Do you understand this? He is entitled to how many days of leave?
30 days.
30 days of leave, right? So out of 30 days, if he does not take 10 days of leave, how many days he does not take?
10.
10 days.
Those 10 days amount multiplied by the encashable portion of salary, we will debit as an expense in the current year. Those 10 days amount multiplied by encashable portion of salary, we will debit as an expense in the current year. Did you all understand this? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Further look at the next question, just 1 minute. There are more questions based on this. Look at question 26C. All of you look at question number 26C. Did you all take it out? All of you? Okay. Arpit Thakkar, read the question. Arpit.
X Limited has 200 employees who are entitled to 5 working days of leave each year. Unused leave is carried forward for 1 year.
Now, what do you mean by this carried forward for 1 year, everyone?
Accumulate.
Accumulating. carried forward for 1 year means it is accumulated. Further,
The leave is taken first out of current year's entitlement and then out of any balance brought forward from the previous year. On March 31st, 2017, the average unused leave is 2 days per employee. The management, based on experience, estimates that 192 employees will take no more than 5 days of leave in the years 2017 and 18, and that the remaining employees will take average of 6 days each. Considering the average payment per employee per day is rupees 1000, suggests the accounting treatment for the unused leave accumulated as at 31st March 2017.
now all of you be attentive. How many employees are there?
200.
Now, how many days leave is allowed?
5 working days.
Now, here it is given that 192 employees will take no more than 5 days leave. Out of 200, 192 employees are not expected to take more than 5 days leave. So, how many employees are expected to take more than 5 days leave? 8 employees are expected to take more than 5 days leave. Is everyone able to understand this?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
now they are expected to take how many days leave? They are expected to take how many days leave?
6 days.
Now understand this. In the next year, if they take 6 days leave, they are already allowed how many days leave?
5.
5 days.
5 days.
So how much will they utilize from the carried forward of past year?
1.
They are already allowed 5 days leave. So how many days will they utilize from the past year's leave carried forward?
1.
1.
1 day leave. Did you understand this? 8 employees will take how many extra days leave carried forward? From the carried forward, they will take how many extra days leave?
1.
1 day leave. So how many days leave is our current year's expense but will be used in the next year? 8 days. How many days leave is our current year's expense but will be used in the next year? 8 days. Why is it our current year's expense? You understood that? Because the employees are allowed 5 days leave in the current year, 2 days is unused. From that 2 days leave which is unused, they will use 1 day leave in the next year. That is allowed in the current year, but they will use in the next year. So it is an expense. Accrual basis, it is an expense of current year. It is carried forward to next year, but on accrual basis, that 1 day leave is an expense of which year? Current year. Did you understand? How did you get this 1 day? 6 days leave they are going to take minus 5 days is already allowed. 6 days leave they are going to take minus 5 days is already allowed. So 1 day they are going to use extra from the carried forward. Now 8 days multiplied by what is the average payment per day?
1000.
1000 rupees. So into rupees 1000, how much is the expense to be debited in the current year? And also we have to create a liability 8,000. Is this calculation clear to everyone?
Yes.
Raise your hand who did not understand this calculation. In MCQs, it can be as all are clear with this calculation. Now, write down as per AS 15. As per AS 15, rupees 8,000 of employees' benefit will be debited as an expense in the current year, as well as what will we do?
Create liability.
Yes, as well as it will be shown as liability. means what amount will you debit in P&L account in the current year? The total payments which you make to the employees in the current year plus this 8,000 rupees. What amount will you debit to P&L account for the salaries in the current year? Total payment you make to the employees plus this provision of 8,000, and 8,000 you will also show on liabilities side. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes, sir.
So write down total payments.
Sir.
Yes. Total payments made in the current year and total payments made in the current year and additional rupees 8,000 will be debited to profit and loss account of current year. Any doubts in this? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, next question all of you take out of your exams. Okay, all are covered. Related to short-term employees benefit, all the university paper set questions I have covered right now. Okay. Now, remaining practical questions are related to long-term employees benefits and post-employment benefits. That I will cover in my next video lecture. What did I tell you regarding the accounting of post-employment and long-term benefits?
Both accountings are same.
Because both are in long period of time. Post-retirement is also to be paid after long period of time, and long-term is also to be paid after long period of time. So next lecture, I will discuss the accounting of these 2 points. Very complicated chapter. Do attend the video lecture, otherwise all will be bouncer. Whatever practical questions are related to that concept only. If that concept is not clear, you will not be able to answer those questions. Okay, and whatever is covered in the video lecture, write it in your notebook. Okay, because in simple language I am making you write it, so write that in your notebook. Got it, everyone? Chalo. So now we will meet tomorrow, but just 1 minute. Tomorrow's point will be useless. I'll not keep the Zoom session tomorrow, because when is your next video lecture to be given to you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you have the next lecture at 1:30. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.